Hello and welcome to my first video of 2022. I got back from a short holiday a few days ago, went away for in total about a week, and before that it was Christmas. It was also my dad's birthday shortly after that, so we've had Christmas, dad's birthday, holiday, so it's been a lot of changes in routine recently and eating food that in the past would have scared me, and doing different things, going swimming at the beach, just doing different things, not working until I came back straight back into work at the moment. Period of time, Christmas and a holiday and celebrations, all of that used to really scare me during my eating disorder, or rather it always made me really anxious. Changes in routine were always really difficult. I dreaded any sort of celebration. I dreaded holidays. Oh my gosh, yeah. Holidays were not a holiday when I was in my eating disorder, nor in the first couple of years in eating disorder recovery either. So I've been in recovery now for over 2 years. I'm not sure exactly. There was never a definite date that I remember when I was like, this is when I'm going to start recovery. The commitment happened over time, and here I am. My eating disorder turned any holiday or celebration into an event that I would absolutely dread. I would spend weeks preparing for it so that I wouldn't gain weight over the holiday period, or so that if I did gain weight, then I would be able to cope with that by losing weight before the holiday. Terrible plan. And then after the holiday, regardless of what happened, regardless of whether I joined in or not, and I most likely did not join in because eating disorders don't like to let you do that, I would spend weeks just making up for and compensating for the holiday period. Oh, and I've talked about this before on YouTube and also in my blog, but it's like holidays was so difficult. One of my goals in recovery was to be able to enjoy holidays once again, because I remember when I was a kid, I loved the summer. I loved summer holidays. I liked going swimming at the beach. I liked going and picking berries with my family. So I'm fortunate to have some really nice memories from when I was a kid during summer. I hoped that through recovery I would be able to feel carefree like that again. But at the same time, I was also really scared that that wouldn't be possible, particularly because of what diet culture spouts at us all the time, that we constantly need to be watching our weight, that we need to eat clean or healthy and eat the good foods and not eat the bad foods. And I felt like all around me I just felt like everyone, regardless of whether they had an eating disorder or not, were kind of bound to these diet culture rules and rigidity, and that maybe when you're an adult it's just not possible to feel carefree like that and to actually enjoy holidays again and eat food freely. And my initial holidays in recovery kind of reinforce that, because they were so hard. They were incredibly hard, and even though I might have done super well during the year in recovery, come Christmas I felt all this guilt. Oh my gosh. And as much as I wanted to enjoy myself and enjoy what I was eating, I just felt really anxious still and really guilty. I was worried about not moving enough. I was worried about wearing summer clothes. I didn't feel comfortable wearing shorts. I didn't feel comfortable wearing short sleeve tops. And even though I had committed to recovery and committed in my mind to weight gain, and I had gained weight, I still felt exhausted every day from pushing away the bombardment of eating disorder thoughts that cropped up around Christmas. Holidays were not a break, even initially in recovery. They were a huge challenge. The change in routine, the different foods that were available and that people encouraged me to eat, the remarks about diet culture left, right and centre. I mean, within my family, I have really tried to educate them on diet culture, and so they are very aware of things not to say to me or I will snap back at them. But even so, immediately after Christmas, there were Weight Watchers ads on TV and Jenny Craig advertisements, and no, just diet culture again, trying to capitalize off of people maybe feeling guilty for what they ate during the festive period. And then of course we had New Year's and all the New Year's resolutions that diet culture absolutely loves. The gyms love it. A great opportunity to make money off people's insecurities. And back to my point, the holidays just always felt like one challenge after another for my eating disordered brain, from the food to the different activities that we would do, from the different clothes that I needed to wear, the possibility of wearing a bikini, of wearing any kind of swimsuit, drinking fluids that might have calories in them, eating main meals, eating snacks, catching up with friends over food, not having time to get in exercise. Yeah, it all felt very stressful initially. So after those first couple of Christmases and in recovery, which were really difficult, I wondered whether it is actually possible for me to truly enjoy holidays again. Maybe it's always going to be challenging. Maybe I will always feel guilty about food during the festive period. Maybe it is like some people say, that you never truly let go of your eating disorder, but it's something you learn to manage during the holidays, or you learn to control, which just seems like a complete oxymoron to me, because eating disorders are anything but controllable. Anyway, but in this past Christmas, this past holiday and festive period, I learned that those people are wrong. Finally, I was able to enjoy the Christmas holidays and enjoy a break without feeling guilty or anxious or worried about food or exercise. I went out to dinner and lunch. I ate food cooked by other people. I ate whatever I wanted. I didn't compulsively check menus. I didn't body check. I didn't look in the mirror for signs of weight gain or changes in my body. I wasn't worried about gaining weight. I wasn't worried about fitting in the exercise. I just didn't. And it was so good. During my eating disorder, I always thought that if I gained weight, I would feel even more uncomfortable wearing swimsuits or wearing short sleeve tops because of how big I would look. But the reverse is true. I feel so much more comfortable now wearing summer clothes, wearing togs and a bikini. I don't feel ashamed of my body like I used to. And even though I still have bad body image days sometimes, I get through them, and most days I feel pretty good about my body. Admittedly, I live with thin privilege, and so it's much easier, I think it's probably much easier for me to reach that conclusion because I don't have to wade through all the fat phobic crap in our society. I really felt fully present in my holiday this time. It's such a relief not to feel like I'm living a double life anymore, pretending to be on holiday while my mind is just totally absorbed thinking about calorie counts and macros and how much exercise I'm missing out on and need to make up for when I get home. So have energy to actually participate in activities, like we went zip lining and we went to beaches and we just did fun things that require energy, and because I eat now, I have the energy to participate and I don't feel exhausted. I remember in previous holidays with my eating disorder, I just would absolutely be exhausted and would just lie on the bed pretty much all day because I didn't have any energy to do anything. It is such a relief to not feel hungry and tired 24/7. So this holiday went really well. I really enjoyed it. But if your holidays were not like that, that is okay too. As I said, my holidays were not initially carefree and enjoyable. They were really hard, but through repeated exposure, through going through holidays and celebrations again and again and simply trying my best to eat freely, holidays have become so much more enjoyable. And I think there will always be some challenges about holidays for sure, and I think everyone finds holidays challenging to a certain degree, whether it's due to stress from family or grief. But these other stresses about holidays feel so much more tolerable now because I don't have an eating disorder in the mix as well. Like, it's enough to cope with family stress or the change in routine or the or whatever emotions you might be feeling without adding an eating disorder into the mix as well. And you might be thinking that the eating disorder is a way to help you cope, but it really isn't. Maybe you used it in the past as a coping mechanism, but if you're watching this video right now, especially up to this point, then it is time you let go of the eating disorder because it is not serving you anymore. Holidays will never be perfect and they might never be totally easy, but they are undeniably vastly improved without my eating disorder, and I really think that will be the same for you too. So I'm going to end this video here, but thank you so much for watching, and I will try to record again soon if I can think of something to say. Okay, lots of love, bye!